Hello, my name is Ali and welcome to my channel. We are back with Hakuoki Kyoto wins Harada's route. Let's go.
Hey, don't go nuts, alright?
Thanks, Sano. I'm gonna drink myself stupid.
Not everyone here can drink, you know. There's more to do than drink, you know.
I know. Do you know? Sorry, I had to do it.
Eat, for instance. Yeah, I guess you're right, Hijikata. Don't hold back. Drink all you want, okay? Oh, well, sake. What? Please don't tell me the commander of the Shinzengumi can't drink any alcohol.
Damn you, and you know what's up and you're doing this. It's so obvious.
I wasn't sure if it was all right of me as a woman to be joining them. But it was an incredibly rare opportunity for me to visit Shimabara. I guess I could enjoy the festivities while here. Thank you for visiting. A geiji in a beautiful kimono stepped through to greet us with a smile that was both dazzling and demure. Her skin was as white as porcelain, with soft red highlights. Her hair looked soft and full, and her hair shone in the light like yards of fine silk. For a moment, I stared in awe of her beauty, my own sex forgotten. Something flickered in her eyes, but it was gone almost immediately. Then she smiled, and it was like watching a flower bloom. I am Kimigiku, and I will be entertaining you tonight. Please enjoy yourselves. Food will be arriving shortly. Food. Indeed it had, and once the food had arrived, the party truly began.
Man, expensive sake is way different. It just goes down so smooth.
You haven't even touched your food, Heisuke. If you drink on an empty stomach, you'll get drunk before you even have a chance to enjoy it. Oops.
Whatever. You know how often I get booze this good? Never. Filling up on food would just be a waste of stomach space.
I just couldn't do the food thing. I don't know why, I just couldn't do it. You sound like a bum. Just drink up.
Hey, just 'cause you drink like there's a hole in your stomach doesn't mean the rest of us can.
You having fun, Chizuru? Doesn't look like you're drinking much.
Oh, I can't drink, so I'm just enjoying the food.
Oh, right. Well, make sure you eat a lot of it, then. We're here to have a good time, so it'd be a damn shame if you didn't have fun.
Thanks. Still, it was the first time I'd ever eaten anything expensive, although to be honest, I couldn't taste much of a difference. I've heard rumors that the men of the Shinsengumi were like demons or monsters, but from where I sit, you look a good deal more handsome than that, almost like an actor.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Kimigiku and Hijikata chatted easily while she poured him his sake, looking almost too beautiful to be real, like they'd stepped out of a painting.
Still can't believe they gave all this cash just for protecting a board. I mean, hell, imagine how much you would have got if you'd caught all of them. How did they get away, actually? You said there were only 8. That should have been pretty manageable.
Yeah, what's up with that? I mean, you surrounded them, didn't you? How'd they get away? And how'd the guys you actually caught escape?
Harada fell silent, his face slipping into a frown. He stayed that way for a moment or two, then looked inexplicably at me.
Chizuru, did you go anywhere last night?
What?
Or that night, oh well.
I hesitated, unsure of what he was getting at. No, I didn't go anywhere. Why?
You sure? You didn't go anywhere that night?
Yes, I'm sure. I've never left the compound alone, ever.
Hey, what's wrong?
Maybe it was just a mistake. There wasn't a moon that night. It was dark. No, I saw her up close. There's no way I made a mistake.
Harada? What are you talking about?
Well, you see, after we'd surrounded the Tosa men, who'd tried to take down the notice board, this girl showed up. She looked just like you, got in our way. Because of her, our whole formation fell apart.
What? The whole room went silent. Harada just spoke above a whisper, but each of us could hear him perfectly. A girl who looked just like me?
Well, like they say, shit happens. But tonight, Sano's paying, so let's drink till the sun comes up.
Seconded.
I said that really weird, but well.
Time to find out just how much of this stuff I can handle.
Well, you already sound like you're having issues when you said seconded it like I did. No.
In just a few minutes, Heisuke and Nagakura had the party back in full swing, but I couldn't get my mind off what Harada had said. Then, what had he seen? I felt strange. What would you call something like this, after all? A ghost? No, I was still alive. Was it some sort of astral projection then? Whatever it was, there was something out there that looked just like me, causing trouble. It was depressing.
Look, I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't have said anything. It's not that I think you did it or anything. I mean, why would you? It wouldn't make any sense.
No, it's not like that. I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. I know for sure that I was at the temple that night. Besides, I don't think I could even get to Sanjo Ohashi without one of you guys. Butterfly!
You're telling me you still haven't figured that out? And you've been coming on patrol with us for how long?
Well, a long time, yes, but all of the streets look the same, and there aren't any landmarks to help me out. You don't think it's hard to find your way around Kyoto?
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of silly to think you'd actually got it figured out yet. Well, it's been 3 years since you came to Kyoto. Shouldn't you have gotten used to it by now?
You think so? Just then, a thought struck me. Oh, Heisuke.
Yeah? What's up?
Do you think maybe the girl Harada's talking about is the one we met? You remember? Her name was Kaoru. We met her when we were out on patrol with Okita.
Oh, yeah.
He smacked his leg heartily, as if he remembered.
Soji thought the two of you looked like twins or something, but I didn't really buy it.
Oh. He was right. In fact, Okita had teased him mercilessly about it. Perhaps it didn't mean what I suspected it did. I was deep in thought when Harada spoke up.
What are you talking about? She someone you know?
Not really, no. We met this girl on patrol. Soji thought she looked just like her. I didn't, though. I mean, it was hard to tell. She was dressed like a girl.
That was true, too. I'd been disguised as a man, but Kaoru had been wearing a woman's kimono. But did Heisuke only think we didn't look alike because of how we've been dressed?
I don't know about this girl, but I do know that Heisuke doesn't exactly have a good eye for ladies.
What? What do you mean by that?
Harada shot back a clever retort, and then they were off, bickering playfully back and forth. I watched them yell and gesticulate. That's what the word was. I was like, what is that word? But my mind was elsewhere. Perhaps my face and Kaoru's did look similar, or even the same, but if it had been her, then what was her purpose in impeding Harada? Anyone who lived in Kyoto would have known the Shinsengumi and what that board represented. I felt Harada's hand on my shoulder.
Well, they say that there are 3 people in the world who look like you. So, I'd say it's a little early to nail her down as a culprit, right?
I didn't know if there were really 3 people out there with my face, but he had a point. To all appearances, she was just a normal girl. I couldn't imagine someone like her deciding to mess with the Shinsengumi and then just disappear into the night.
Yukimura, tell me more about this girl.
Oh, well, while we were out on patrol a while ago, we met a girl named Kaoru. She looked a lot like me, and, Saito listened quietly, but looked up into my eyes when I finished, his face tense.
This can't be a coincidence. We should find and question this girl.
But she didn't look like someone who would want to harm the Shinsengumi. Or even could.
Appearances mean nothing. Are you sure that was the first time you met her?
Yes. Okita thought she looked just like me. Although Heisuke didn't agree.
And you're sure you have no relatives in Kyoto? It's hard to believe such a similar face is just a coincidence.
No, I don't have any. My father never told me I had any either. If I had relatives here, I think my father would have told me to contact them, not Dr. Matsumoto.
I see.
He didn't look entirely convinced, but apparently I'd said enough because he asked me no more questions.
Well, now that we've had enough to drink, I think it's time for the main event.
Yeah, go for it, Sano. I've been waiting for this all night.
Oh, holy hell. All right.
Right on. All right, guys, pay attention. And that pops up. This stomach is not a common run-of-the-mill stomach. Oh, no. For this stomach knows the taste of a blade.
The now quite drunk Harada pulled open his shirt with a lopsided grin, pointing at the ugly scar across his belly. The oiron, I guess that's how you say it, feigned polite interest.
Hey, that's nothing to brag about. Some punk said you were just a thug who didn't have the balls to cut himself open, and you just had to prove him wrong, didn't ya?
Well, of course I did. I'm a man. Gotta defend my honor.
That wasn't real smart, Sano. What were you gonna do if you actually killed yourself?
Well, I figured I'd cross that bridge when I got there.
But if you died, then you wouldn't be able to really cross any bridges, no?
Then I won't think. And I'll just go ahead and die. I mean, a samurai is always looking for a way to die, or not.
Well then, to honor your, honor.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. From out of nowhere, Nagakira produced a brush and its accompanying ink and began to draw on Harada's stomach. That's freaking creepy looking.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
His face? It's such an amazing scar. You're really lucky there, Sano. You treat it good. Maybe someday it'll give you a bunch of little baby scars.
Oh, God. It's a scar, you idiot, not a girl.
Oh man, I can't take it. Every time you talk, it moves. It's like a mouth.
Apparently this was hilarious to Heisuke, who cackled. I was going to say crackled. Cackled uncontrollably, hands wrapped around his stomach and face red with mirth. Oh, Harada. Or it might be supposedly, oh, Harada. Oh, well. The three of them cavorted. Is that the word? I don't know. Is that the word? Oh. And tumbled around the room like children. And in spite of myself, I began to laugh. The party lasted until morning, or so I heard. I'd left before it ended, for reasons of my own, but I heard plenty about it later. There was a lot for me to worry about, not the least of which was my possibly evil doppelganger. But I found it impossible to feel sorry for myself amidst all that good cheer. Nice. January 1867. December 1866. I was sweeping a section of the compounds, despite being nearly frozen to the bone. Well, that should do it. I wanted to help out as much as I could, but since they still refused to let me out without an escort, there wasn't a great deal I could do. Still, I helped clean our home, and that felt good. Hopefully they'd like that. Or like it too, whatever.
Cleaning, I see? You're certainly hard at work.
Oh, hello, Kondo. It's really gotten cold lately, hasn't it?
Yes, it has indeed. I've been in Kyoto for a while now, but I still can't get used to the weather.
He rubbed his hands together and blew on them, in a mostly vain attempt to warm them up. I've picked up a bunch of dead leaves, so I was thinking about roasting potatoes later. Would you like some? They'll warm you up. Kondo gave me a little wry smile.
Roasted potatoes, huh? I used to enjoy that. A long time ago.
Oh. I flushed with embarrassment. Kondo was a busy man, as management of the Shinsengumi was not easy. A man like that didn't have time for roasting potatoes. You've been really busy lately. I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Oh, right. Well, if I'm busy, then that means that the Shinsengumi is needed. It's an honor.
True. In the last several weeks, Kondo and Hijikata had left the temple often to go meet with important shogunate officials. They scarcely had time to breathe, let alone relax. At that moment, almost as if my thoughts had summoned him, Hijikata appeared.
There you are, Kondo.
Oh, Toshi, where were you? I was looking for you. They've chosen the next shogun. It's going to be Lord Yoshinobu Hitotsubashi.
Him, huh? Well, no one else could probably do it, so he should just buckle down and accept the position instead of making a fuss about it.
Toshi, that is not the way we should look at and speak of someone who's becoming the new shogun. They say the man is so wise that he is said to be an incarnate of Lord Ieyasu.
Forget it. Doesn't really matter who the shogun is to us anyway. We're just here to fight for him.
I'm going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.